Jay?
I guess I'm cracking on then. Yeah, I'm ready for brief.
Alright, here's what you need to know. If you open your map and look on the northernmost side of the Bornholm island, you should see 3 question marks and an arrow marker. The arrow marker represents how I want you to travel into this AO, as to there's a checkpoint on the main road that needs to be taken care of. After that, we're going to be cleaning up an issue that the logistical teams made in terms of misplacing a few of their assets.
I'm hearing you.
We need to check under sheds and within warehouses that could be found anywhere within the island. So, recon is going to be key to find these locations. Really, I teleport away, and I still fucking hear him.
Bye-bye, Nash.
What?
That's fine, I just won't give him the rest of the brief. Otherwise, there are civilians within the AO. You're fighting the Chekadi faction of insurgents. And, of course, not every warehouse is going to have Vix that we're looking for of Russian descent. When you find a warehouse or you find a cache of Vix, please let High Command know, and I will confirm whether or not that was on the manifest of stuff possibly lost by the logistics team. And otherwise, kill every bad guy you see.
Could you repeat again from the point where you mentioned the checkpoints you cut out?
God damn it. Okay, basically, start where the arrow is. There's going to be a checkpoint right next to that arrow. Clear out the checkpoint. Then proceed to check the towns within the 3 red question marks for warehouses and large sheds. They might have vehicles under them that the logistical teams fucked up in placing, and thus they fell into enemy hands. Once you find a cache of vehicles, radio into High Command so High Command can confirm whether or not those specific vehicles are part of the manifest.
Roger.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we? You know, it would help if some of the player base wasn't dicking around, but it's none of my
And
business.
basically, we need to do that while under fire from enemy forces.
Welcome to today's scavenger hunt, Jay. I'm sure you'll have no fun. Alright.
Well, at least there's a lot more running than the ones I did.
Jay doesn't like scavenger hunts. He has,
and also, it won't be raining, which is also good.
It is spot on 15.
Well, I guess we're
Are
just
you
gonna be
brother?
raining today.
Did you collect the Did you listen to the brief, or do I need to brief you?
You need to beef me. Brief. You got what I mean.
I get you.
Anyway, what is up, guys? Sorry, I'm a little, you know, under the weather today. It's been a bit of a tough weekend. But hey, we got that Super Bowl thing if you're an American, or as I like to jokingly call it, the Patriot Bowl. But otherwise, we've got a fairly large yet small AO, in my opinion. Large as in it covers quite a bit of territory, but small as in I don't really have that many enemy units placed down. What I'm going to be instead working on, and this is a bit of practice for myself, is my reinforcing policy. I'm basically going to coordinate vehicles in the back over here in places air assets won't be able to see over here. And I'll just be, you know, sending trucks up to reinforce the front line. And we're going to dynamically see a front line push back and forth. And it's just something I kind of wanted to practice today. As well as an operation like this where they have to communicate with me. Again, works on their communication skills, which, I'll be honest, are really fucking lacking. But otherwise, you know, for what we've got, this should be a little bit of a longer sighted up. I want to say 2 hours or so. But it should be a good learning experience. So I'm going to set 90, 35, 50, 50. Honestly, in my opinion, that's the best way to set the AI because Let's see if we go back to the global skill. 90, that just affects their pathfinding shit, as well as how likely they're going to fall back. Accuracy, you know, it gives them a few mulligans. Weapon handling just affects reloading. Their aim shake doesn't really affect AI too much in a lot of these stats, except for how quickly they aim at the target, how quickly they reload things like vehicles and statics. And then spotting, this one is just, it's not really dependent on the coefficient, it's more dependent on the map. If it's an Arma 2 asset, no matter where you set that damn coefficient, they're going to spot you through the trees. Maps like Bornholm, which are made more with Arma 3 assets, are a bit more forgiving on that aspect, but otherwise, you know. One second. Jay, this is High Command, you copy?
Ground command copy.
Roger, it appears to be raining today.
Fuck you!
He's running over the ship. Oh. But please let me know what assets you want for the mission, and I'll provide some spares for each in case, or not in case, when they get blown up. Tootie, you're in a good mood. That's good. Let me catch up with chat here. Thank God Luton's channel is crap at the moment. Well, from what I've been told, Luton is trying to branch away from Arma and start more of a franchise, in which case, good for him. But what people that do that fail to realize is if they do a bunch of stuff with one game, that's where their fan base is. So if they branch away from that and stop doing what everyone came for, they're going to quickly lose a lot of their support because that's what people came for. But yeah, I used to watch some of Luton stuff. I used to play on Luton stuff. But yeah, over the years, it's just kind of been slipping away, in my opinion. What video were you watching? Oh, hold on, let me scroll up a bit.
Could I
Yeah, I've been
have
trying to put 3
armed
videos up every
gases
day.
and 2 unarmed
The
gases
PVV
plus
stream went really well. Thank you for
the
asking.
ground forces.
Moneybags
The air
wasn't here
forces
though; he
haven't
was at
decided what
work.
they
So,
want yet.
all right, 2 armed, 2 unarmed gases. So I'm gonna give him 3 of each. And then the armed one would be the 114. Let's get rid of that so it stops loading. Some sort of decent line. They'll take the first 2. Gases have been provided. Please let me know when you need something else. Also, I gave an extra for each because you'll probably lose one.
Yep.
And I'm saying that because, like, the first assault right here is okay, but once we start going a bit into the AO, I have a BMD on standby. I got some SPG-9s tucked away in a few corners of the map, like over here and up on that hill. And I've got a T-72 right here that hopefully air will just schwack outright, but sometimes things slip through the cracks. Let me also delete some of the players' bodies here of them failing to load in. Do you have any APCs? For these, I usually just let the player base pick what vehicles they want to use, but I don't see Sniper Wolf in here, and he normally is in charge of, like, armor crews, so I think, especially since this is an urban environment, they're just going to go with gases and rely on air for taking out anything big that comes too close, which is admirable because in an environment like this where you have a lot of buildings, a lot of hedges, because they know this map too, they know that, you know, this is the type of environment they got to fight in. I think that's a better idea, because there's not really a good place to put a vehicle down for Overwatch. I mean, you could go in with BTR ADAs as well, but again, they can become coffins real quick if people aren't covering their sectors. Hey, what's up, Dracoy? Are you going to Zeus for the Star Wars community that I've joined? Jordan, no. I want to get in there to be a grunt. However, what really bugs me about that community is they have advanced wounds in Star Wars. And Star Wars is just like, Like, I prefer more advanced medical systems for my immersion. Advanced wounds I hate because it really, like, you have to maintain a large group of people, but, you know, a group like, you know, a large Star Sim unit could do that, but Star Wars is, like, all about Bacta or being in a Bacta tank, and you get healed like this. So the fact that I gotta get stitched up by, like, a clone trooper just kind of breaks my immersion in that factor, but I'll get over it.
High Command.
Jacko, I've barely had anything.
An Mi-28.
I knew they were going to ask for that.
And some R&R supplies.
I knew they were going to ask for the damn 28. But, you know, just immersion. Little complaints. I'll work through it.
That is what Air has requested. Over.
Alright, 28. Yak. And just real quick. Ammo. Fuel. And repair. For logistics. You know, actually, I put some on the carrier. Let me just grab these, because these are actually scripted properly. I always forget to grab these for the Bornholm missions. But the ones on the carrier template from the op we did forever ago.
Would you like to come into the shed and talk to me about fucking tactics shit? Over.
Alright, those are done properly anyway.
Also, Air, feel free to get up there and start reconning the area. Over.
Why a Yak rather than an SU or a MiG? It's because A, that's what they asked me for, and B, people are still fearful that they, when you get shot down, they have some server issues. Which, for all I know, RHS has or hasn't fixed yet. Yeah, Lib, they do have back to grenades. They actually have a lot of banned grenades. Like, if you're a recruit, you actually can't carry grenades, which I thought was funny as well, but we'll take it. Yeah, IRL, the Yak's a trainer aircraft. Well, we'll work with what we got. So what happened to the 11 p.m. stream with the 506 last Friday? They broke something with the mission file, so they delayed it, so I just ended up playing Borderlands 2 with some buddies. But I didn't feel like streaming that. We were just having a good time. Uni's going fine. We're just being bored. Yeah, RHX hasn't fixed it yet, so, you know, we gotta work with what we got. Now. Serial Dead, 3 months in a row with the sub. I appreciate that, man. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you enjoy this one. Because I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea what the player base is gonna do.
Ground Command, if you're marking targets for the Mi-28, do not use colored smoke, as the camera will only see in black and white.
Now, I do see Excel's joining back and Sniper Wolf's in the lobby, so we might get some light armor support, or possibly another piece of air. So, I'll be curious to see how that goes. Oh, no problem, gamer. When I do 506 collabs, they're not always with the top brass. Sometimes I just play with some different guys, because, you know, it's big Arma community, a lot of people in it. I Zeus for anyone that asks, because I just like Zeusing. Here, let's put something entertaining on as we have a talk here. Someone just, you know, or not, edit in some rock music as he's going nuts. Oh, are you talking? If you're talking about Eander's op with that cop, yeah, that was very difficult, I will say. Wait. Wait. That's... Ow! Fucking lizard people, man, I swear. Oh, that hurts just to look at. God damn, like... Yeah, Bliat's my thighs. That was good. Oh, and I finally fixed the reduced weapon sway mod. Some people told me it was broken anyway, so I just replaced it with a no weapon sway mod just so it would be easier to shoot people. However, if you get crippled in the arms, it still makes your weapon sway a bit, so... Yeah, burn it with fire before it reproduces, I know, right? You're about to say something about the gunner, yeah. Yeah, no, I noticed, like, his feet were in the window, they were facing the other way, so I'm like, what the fuck? So Excel's jumped in as a pilot. Are they gonna take the jets? Excel's gonna take that jet. I wonder if Sniper Wolf's gonna come in as the other jet pilot. We'll see. Good job, Dracoy. Yeah, trolling people in Twitch chats, I mean, if you can't do that, then what can you even live for? Tootie, we're not letting it breed, ever. Who do I want to win the Super Bowl? I don't know. I honestly don't follow football. All I know is the Patriots always seem to go to the Super Bowl. But I'm not really a sports person, if you could tell. I'm more of a guy that sits on a computer and does random shit all day.
What?
So they're moving out. I think Sniper Wolf just missed the train. He went in as the commander slot. So, Do I live in Europe? Nah, I live in the States. East Coast. Actually, I've never been to Europe. Been to Australia, been to Korea, Japan, never Europe. Should probably take care of that when I can travel, but... we'll see. Now, I will say, because I'm noticing a little bit of desync, and I'm seeing a few guys drop and reconnect on the TeamSpeak. School internet's shitty, so if we start seeing yellow chains, I apologize in advance. B, I don't know, if something crashes, let's just pray it's not going to be one of those days. At least the UK is cloudy and wet. Fuck, I lost him. There. Yeah, this is why you maintain a good spacing. That way you don't desync into each other like that. So they need to get a little bit more distance. There we go. I spend my time testing IEDs. I actually figured out a way to make vanilla IEDs pressure plated. So I'm happy about that. Looks like they're sending Larry back to pick up Sniper Wolf. And Excel's staying on the ground so he doesn't burn too much fuel yet until he's properly tasked. Alright. So basically the plan is they're going to hold there. I don't know what that marker's meant for. They said something burning over here. They mean my fire pit? Yeah, okay. Yeah, they've got this red circled. Otherwise, nothing too much.
All combat aircraft push to 5-5.
Ah, Sniper was doing JTAC. That makes sense, because that's why Excel would have gotten in a plane. He only trusts him. It also looks like Mr. J's going back. He doesn't have his LR anymore. He might have forgotten that or given it to somebody else. Otherwise, they're waiting. And I'll be teleporting myself up to keep good comms with them. Otherwise, the 28 is way back. See, this is how you do proper fucking Overwatch. You don't get up to like 2 clicks within the damn AO to get shot down by AA. No, you stay way in the fucking back. But they're marking something burning. That's just the fire pits we have going here. But anyway, you guys are probably curious what the actual objectives are. So, other than clearing the outpost, because I just wanted them to assault from that way. The first 2 warehouses over here. We've got 2 armed gases that they need to recover. We have a BTR ADA hidden in this one. The other warehouse, by the way, that's just a dud of enemy vehicles. This is also a dud of just some off-roads. This is the first major one they gotta grab, which is a Tempest device. This is full of civilian Vics. They don't need that. This one's a dud. 2 BMDs. BMD2 specifically is that they need to recover. And then this is a bit hidden in the back.
Send in Goat Team 6. No.
Hey, it's gotta get the, that's a non-nuclear truck. That's just, fuck, what model is that? Hold on. It's an F model, so it's just a basic HE ballistic warhead. Hey! Dracoi grifted Tootie a sub, so we can finally have a sub. Ah, that's great. Thank you, Dracoi. I appreciate that. And Tootie, welcome to the club. There is one last thing I forgot to put down here, which I'm going to quickly do. I just need to find a proper place to put it. So give me just a second. It's under Altus Structures, Industrial. There we go. Ground command says hi, command. You copy?
Ground command copy.
Roger, I forgot to add one little thing. Once you confirm the vehicles and nab them, I have marked a drop-off point with a red marker at ref 043959. There's 2 sheds and a large barn you can store the Vix in.
Roger that.
Logistics teams will be coming in to pick up the vehicles as you bring them there. So they're all starting to get close. I'm going to TP myself up. I'll just put myself over here. Oh, and let me, so I get out of their group. Oh, it even gave me the Zeus eye. Nice. Cool. Alright, anyway, catching up with chat. Oh, God, of course, Tootie, the first thing he does. I regret everything I said. Dracoi, why did you give Tootie a sub? He shows up all the time, and he's only going to ask for fucking goats. We could go one stream without them, but no. It's okay. To add some comic relief to the ops, anyway. Alright. So they've got about 2 different squads. They've got an MI-28 and they've got a Yak-30 in the air.
Huckman, do you know how many vehicles we have lost? Over.
Roger, logistics aren't giving me a full list. Basically, you're radioing me so I can radio and ask them. They're being, very facetious about this crap. From what a contact of mine told me, the convoy that was hit, included, let's see, Some gases, BMDs, a BTR or two, and stuff that's above my pay grade.
What was the last one again, sorry?
Disregard. The commissar is holding a pistol against my head. You could hear the sigh because he thinks it's gonna be a nuke truck.
Roger that.
Nah. See, I have conditioned them though, so every time they see this vehicle, they're gonna think it's a
I
nuke
wasn't
truck.
referring to the one that we can't talk about, the one before that. Gas, BMP.
BTR.
BTR, thank you.
Wasn't talking about though. There's two we can't talk about because I also put a Tempest device down. And I'll put an Earthquake down or two just to mess with them. Oh, that's cute. Map making actually takes a very fucking long time. And Chieftain things are good. I hope things are good for everyone watching. Liru does not like bits. No Twitch viewer deep down likes bits because bits are essentially donations, but instead of losing up to 15% based on how much the amount is to processing fees from Streamlabs or wherever you get your donations from, bits takes 50% and they only pay out at the end of the month. So, yeah. Oh, I forgot. I gave them fortification tool settings, and they're actually going to use them. So they're making they made a PKM bunker for Overwatch. Well, here comes the bullshit. I forgot. We were supposed to have a defense op, but it turned into an assault op because they butchered it. And I never took the fortification settings off. Oh well, they're being innovative. It shows that they're thinking about every different thing they could utilize. I missed the rest of Tham's up. They got tired of everything and went all out with tanks. Yeah, I can imagine that would happen. With Tham's op, I honestly want to say it was just a massive failure in ground command structure, which is why I stepped up from Viking's position and literally took control of the squad, went to the next objective. Then a tank pushed ahead of us, and a ricocheting shot killed most of my squad. And then the rest of us died to an infantry team. Get my cheeps on the road? You mean sheeps? I mean, I'll put some sheep down, but... You know. Have a Middle Eastern guy, too. Why not? The thing is, I love Tham's ops because... There's really little you can actually fault him for when an operation goes south, because it's also a really good highlight of where this community's flaws are in terms of, you know, where they don't excel in operations. But, long story short, don't have your squad lead running ahead of everybody, especially when prevent insta-death isn't enabled. Because you could literally just watch him drop dead in front of you. But I was feeling it on that op. Like, I watched people die in front of me, and I was low-key freaking the fuck out because we were just getting whittled down. But that's real fucking life. Scary good shit, man. Hey, Northern gets chickens now. That's great. Oh, Viking is you. Well, yeah, that would make sense because you're Chieftain Viking. Lead from the back, bro. Just take my advice. I mean, there was a point I watched Viking, like, we were in a church. There was only 4 of us left because Griff, who was our 5th man, went in, was clearing the wrong side, and I watched him literally get vaporized. I'm like, oh, fucking hell. So I go in, throw a frag, clear it out, and then we decide to pull back. So Viking, like, he got in front of me again on accident on a flank where we were being shot at from. I just watched him drop like a stone. Ah, it was scary. Yeah, I figured that happened, Viking. That happens a lot in some of these ops, which is a little annoying, but, you know, shit happens. Wow, okay. Yep. No, it's because it's Sniper Wolf. I'd be impressed, but no. Sniper Wolf is frickin' military, and he knows his shit. He's going to coordinate with Excel and the MI8, so they're going to go on that vector and fire in. Streets and buildings, watch windows, construction site with enemy forces, some burning bus stop, fire. UAZ with one dude. They don't see the SPG-9 though. Pacific location, warehouse, fenced in, main battle tank, possibly crewed. It is crewed. Sandbags with infantry, Pacific location, VIX under pavilion structure. There's a reason I put sandbags next to them, so it would make it difficult for them to directly PID what's in there, which is how I'm able to get away with the special VIX that honestly are a pain in the ass to get out of warehouses or they get stuck. So here's one. You know, I've lined it with sandbags, so difficult to truly PID unless you get at the right angle. Also, something I've noticed, ruling commanders in the Mi-28, he's not actually being a drone operator, which is nice to see him branch out, but he is a really good drone operator, so I think they're just going to rely on air instead of drones for recon and support, which is nice to see. I always love seeing people, like, get out of their comfort zone and try a new role, because it means they're going to, you know, learn more and become better players. But as long as everyone has fun at the end of the day, that's all I give a shit about. We already have goats in the AO. Tootie, no, the good commissar leads in the back. That way he can shoot people in the head if they try to flee. Yeah, T-72 driving in front of that church. That was scary. I need to upload that op. I'll probably do it tomorrow. Best I can do is kick him because he's...
Bravo, could you move to the dismount point? I've marked all of that in the wrong place. Well done me.
Yeah, EG, first off, welcome. And second,
It's possible to command 10 specific, where's the dismount point?
I love that KTD steps up. That was KTT's voice, but I just... For some reason, every time I calibrate his radio, like my radio, his voice is always like a few decibels higher.
Dismount has been marked.
So I had to lower it a bit.
Dismount,
But
down the road, Alpha will push
EG, I
around the
try to
side,
stream every day except Tuesdays
Be
and
aware there is
Thursdays.
a vehicle there
I usually take
which
off
has
for
an MG on
myself,
it.
but every other day
They're also
generally has a
conducting surrounding
stream
buildings.
at some form of time or the other. So they're honking, they took the fortification down, and they're loading back up. Alright. Yeah, Soviet Order 227, not one step back. Yeah, that, so do keep in mind for YouTube, I don't have the 50-day backlog anymore. I've got it down to about a 43-day backlog, and I'm just, you know, powering through everything. I think that was Makarov's AI. But I'm trying to get through the backlog. It's a bit of an older operation, but I think the Ukraine op, it showed the strengths of the player base and the weaknesses that we still tend to have. That sheep did not give a shit that it was being run over. But I'd say the biggest two flaws my community has, which most other communities have, I'll wait till they slow down, is, anyway, number one, communication. It's always some sort of communication issue. Number two, the squad leading or the tactics they use in the operation. It is often than not the wrong ones to use, and thus they usually get themselves fucked. But that's also why I find Zeus so satisfying and have been doing it for years and will continue to do so. It's because I never know what the fuck these guys are gonna do, and that's just, you know. Really? Did they hear that? I don't think they would have heard that over the rain. I don't see any of them going guns up.
KCD, do you read?
They just misfired.
Has Alpha given you their armed gas?
It's a nice ND. Good thing it's raining, because otherwise I would have fucking heard that one.
Okay.
And then they do shit like this. Will you ever see an op with the Stalker mod? Yes. But because I've gone back to school, progress is slow. I found a backup mod that has most of the assets, but to work with the actual Stalker mod is impossible because it has some client-side things that it needs from the server, and they don't publicly give that away. But there's another mod that's like ripped off most of the Stalker assets and put it without the server stuff. It's just I now have to remake that entire mission file, and that was literally a 10-hour thing. And yeah. It's difficult to do all this stuff. Having a little bit more desync.
Alright, Alpha to ground.
Ground reads?
Yeah, Northern
All
hitting
of
some of
Alpha
the
is outside
issues
the
right
gas
on
as
the
we're pushing
head,
along the
so...
Roger that.
Yeah, the Stalker mod, it's a really good mod, it's just... It's a little difficult to work with. And when I say a little, I mean it's an absolute pain in the fucking ass.
Once you reach the first...
More undercover assassination ops. I've got something
Bravo
planned for the next Tier 3 op. Not today's, but
Over.
next week's. It's going to be something new that I haven't seen any other Zeuses do before, but it basically takes... It takes PvP, but it really elevates it. To run it down, Tier 3s are going to be defending... No. Tier 2s are going to be defending an HVT that's going to be giving a speech. Tier 1s can be allowed on, but they're just going to be civilians, like just messing around and blending in with the AI civilians. And then Tier 3s are going to try to assassinate the HVT. So it's basically a massive PvP game, but since the only people with weapons are going to be the players, there's no AI, and there's only going to be civilian AI, which is going to be set to non-aggroed modes. They're, like, you can, and you give them all full arsenals, they're just going to blend in with each other, and it's going to make for some really interesting scenario making.
Alpha to ground. Did you want us to relay to Bravo when we're next to the checkpoint?
So it looks like they're going to have one group come down the main road with the Vix. The other group's then going to flank. And then I'm going to start reinforcing ASAP.
Bravo squad begin pushing towards the checkpoint. Alpha continue pushing west.
Alpha copies, moving in now.
Gonna quickly redo these. Just in case I want to use MI8s to reinforce if things get desperate enough. Can I ask who ran the sheep over? I don't remember. I wasn't taking names, so I wouldn't know. They're pushing up the 2 armed gazes. They left the 2 unarmed gazes back there. Yeah, basically they're gonna hit these from the front. I might move up that BMD in a squad to go over and check out what the heck's going on. But I think now they're just waiting to coordinate the plan. So once they get over that hill, I'm going to start sending things around and coordinating. Another thing to be mindful of is I do have people with RPGs up in this building to basically provide a minor AT roll.
We're waiting for you to to start taking the checkpoint before we move in.
Buffer copy.
Yeah, they see that armed gas coming over the hillside. They're going to immediately call for backup. Yep.
Just hold for a second.
Getting some statics to fire back and forth.
All forces hold. Second.
Ouch. So they're hitting that checkpoint pretty well. I'm going to start coordinating reinforcements. Let's see, independents. Check a D.
We're going to fire on the checkpoint with air assets. Over.
Let's see. Team, stay at LZ for the APC. And up here, I'm going to have a car, gas. Okay, let me take a truck instead.
KTT, you might want to pull back your squad a bit.
Have that group come up.
You might want to pull back your squad a bit because I'm using air assets to hit the checkpoint before we engage it.
So they're going to have air schwack the checkpoint, probably the Mi-28's main weapon. Sounds like they're engaging this stuff over here.
Negative, we're already inside checkpoint.
Yeah, KTD, he's telling you to pull him back. I think they just... Yeah, well, fuck that. Just heard an RPG get fired. Yep.
Clear to move in.
Made him back the fuck off. Gonna give a reload. I have no cover up here. Yep. It's a bad. That's like an Overwatch position, but. Owie. Alright, Dishka's still available. I think he's aggroing on that guy, though.
First one, do you read?
This is High Command, send traffic.
Was one of the items you lost a Scud launcher? Over.
Roger, wait one. Yes, we've been asked to recover that immediately. Owie. They're both down in there. I think they got hit by an RPG again. Owie. I was stuck reloading. There's not much I can do if I'm prone. I'm in the open. There's no cover. I'm pretty sure. I think that RPG guy schwacked that Vic. So that guy's down. They're shooting at some of the reinforcements coming up over here. And we have the BTR. I think it's waiting on the civs.
Checkpoint has been cleared. Alpha, clear the east side. Bravo, clear the west side. Over.
Now we have the cat.
Alpha copies.
Son of a bitch. So they're unloading these guys to give them medical attention. One of them has commandeered the Dishka and he's firing down at these guys. God damn it. Hey, thanks Arma. I hope you keep enjoying
Alpha,
the
Bravo,
operations, man.
Dispatch B5s with the 3 men down. We're trying to recover.
Ouch.
If you need air support, call me and I will relay it to G-Tac. Over.
So I'm also gonna call in some guys that come from the ground in like heavy force, which they couldn't see. And we're just gonna gradually keep sending stuff to kind of reinforce the front line so they keep having to actively push. And it looks like they also struck my APC, which is why the crew bailed out. So I'm gonna send this up as well. Kill him off.
Alpha to ground, do you want us to start pushing northwest?
Correct. Over.
Copy that.
Yeah, they're staying clear with that, away from my frickin' AAs, so there's not much I'm gonna be able to do. They'd have to be at least like 3 or 4 clicks closer. So now they're starting to move up. Trying to coordinate my reinforcements accordingly.
Bravo,
I don't think
try
it's
not to
damage
stagnate
because
too
I
much.
don't
Over.
see too much.
Well, I will
I think that's MI-28 fire coming in on this compound. And I just heard... Alright, so the ZSU is firing at Excel. Wonder if AA are going to try to get a lock on him. Nope. Alright, otherwise, let's get another team to come in. Set them to go quick. Let's give them a warm welcome, shall we? I want them to come over here and then flank around. And the goal is, you know, if they get there, they'll probably reinforce. I think the player base is going to beat them over to that position, though.
Alpha
team in
Bravo, do
here.
you read?
Alpha reads.
If you have casualties, why don't you load them into your bricks and have your medic them there rather than stagnating on the ground?
Hey, look at that. Mr. J's using some common sense. Which is ironic, coming from a character that's supposed to be based off the Joker. So I don't have actually that many guys garrisoned, and the ones that are really just civs. I'm trying to keep things more mobile. Otherwise, they're going to hold off. Still got another group. Basically, they're taking care of the wounded, but this is just giving me time to send in reinforcements. So I'm going to wait till we get a group coming up here. This will count. And I just heard something get hit by a rocket. And I want to send this guy up to assist that squad. Bloodlust, we haven't had Bloodlust on in quite a while.
Along the coast towards some warehouses.
Oh, and thanks for the bits, Arma player. It's an alternate universe
Alpha
where Mr.
Bravo,
J uses
we are
common
currently
sense.
Pushing from your rear in a unarmed gas. Over.
Here we go, Dishka's about to get online. He's looking in their direction. Fire. There we go. So they're suppressing out in this direction. They're firing on Ethan's position. He's trying to play the crouch game. I think he actually got him. Wow. Good shot. He gets his head blown away. Alright, they're holding for a second. Got reinforcements trickling around. These guys, instead, I'm going to send them over here where the gunfire is. We've got a large amount of loose reinforcements coming in from everywhere. Let me see what else I can get online. Fuck. I hate it when they spawn
Bravo,
in
do you read?
trees.
It's Bravo, send traffic.
You are clearing the west side. Over.
Send her right there. I'm hearing that BTR cook off.
You have told me earlier.
I did say earlier.
Yeah, so Bravo is supposed to be sweeping up here while Alpha sweeps right there, so apparently there's a small communications issue. That cook-off kills most of the infantry, but we still have some stragglers coming in. Alright. You won't kill civilians if the civilians are already dead. I'm looking at the pairs here. This was a single guy because his AI buddy glitched out and died.
Ground reads.
Is the area around the row buildings at grid?
Alright, so reinforcements are starting to trickle in,
047966, clear friendlies.
keeping their positions updated. It sounds like they're calling, that's Excel who's in the plane asking if a position's clear to friendlies. I think he's gonna probably do a strafing run on something.
Roger that. Keep you guys clear of that. I'm rocket striking the infantry.
Just checking 046966.
Hey, firm.
Yep, you're clear to fire.
Yep. Basically that. So Excel's coming in to do a low strafe run. Ethan, yeah, I figured eventually he's going to go down because there's no cover on the right flank on the, the right side of the road. These guys are pushing up house to house.
Ordnance.
Here are the rockets coming in. The infantry have already pushed past that position. These guys are coming in to assault these guys. There's our exact marker. I'm going to have them push up like this. That way they encounter. I'm hearing more explosions. I think that's the transport Vix from the position over there with the ZSU gun cooking off. Guns on butterflies, good God. Armed butterflies.
Alpha, what is your current situation?
That sounds
Over.
sadistic.
Alpha is currently taking on infantry trying to push towards the warehouses.
Bravo, current situation. Over.
Alright, pushing against them. We're starting to get them bogged down a bit. The BTR-70 is still coming up. Yep.
Bravo, do you read?
I'm gonna have that come up on the road. Bravo's clearing this
Current
building.
situation. Over.
Alpha's getting more of the heat, though, because they're approaching
As you said.
more Vix, so... The only issue is Bravo, they have the gas when I think Alpha should have it, because they've got, more wet work to do, but... we got more things to coordinate accordingly. Another thing I want to do, let's get another reinforcing wave, because we're starting to get to, the bulk of the operation where, I have more, the most units I could throw in as reinforcements, logically, from an enemy commander's perspective, would be right now, in the thick of the fray. So, let's see, land 1. Give it some distance. And have that group go to land 2. And if not, that gives air stuff to look at and possibly engage. Ethan's gotten back up. Goes in, kills that guy. PKM fires at him. And I'm pretty sure he took a bullet. But he double taps him. Want to see if I can get these guys to come out and outflank. Ethan finishes him off. But they're starting to stagnate. We got one fire team going up, one fire team sticking in the back. And that fire team has
Alpha to
3
ground, we've
medics,
just found
Jesus.
2 Vix on the eastern warehouses next to marker fire with infantry.
Alpha, what type of Vix are they?
Wait, 1.
Armed gases. Yeah, I don't think anyone...
Ground, they are 2 times gas.
High command, do you read?
Hold on. Gotta tab back out. This is High Command, send traffic.
We have located 2 armed gases in one of the warehouses.
Solid, wait one. I just heard something else get airstriked. Might have been cook-off, but it sounded more like a Vic. Oh, these guys are dead. Roger, be advised, 2 armed gases are among the manifest we're looking for. Please, when you get a chance, bring those to the drop-off point. So, 1 reinforcement Vic fucked.
Roger that.
And the other
Alpha
reinforcement Vic got fucked.
To ground Alpha.
This is Alpha Central.
And I think they all just died. Fucking hell.
Please move the Vics.
That's why you can't
further
really use
south
Vic
and then-
reinforcements when they're
sorry,
doing well with,
Disregard my last. Move them south out of the AO and then
Stuff.
move them to the west to the drop-off point. Over.
Copy that.
I think I got dropped. I saw KTD climbing up to the roof.
Alpha to ground, we found another 4 UAVs.
God damn it.
in the second warehouse.
Got me with the pistol.
UAZ. Unarmed.
High command, do you read?
High Command here, send traffic.
4 unarmed gases.
4 unarmed gases?
USAs.
Yeah, UAZs. Come on.
That is correct.
Jay, they were supposed to be UAZs, not gases, but regardless, negative on the 4 unarmed gases.
Sorry.
Ground command?
Come on, people were telling you, man. It's okay, that's a mini mistake.
Ground command copies.
On the very north end of the AO, there's a T-72 without a Chideki camo. Ask High Command about that one. Because it looks fairly Russian.
Could you repeat the last, sorry?
Northern compound, in the northern city, there's a T-72
Here, I have an idea.
without camo, so technically Russian camo. Ask High Command about that one on this list.
High command, do you read?
This is High Command, send traffic.
T-72 without camo. We have just found that in the northern side of the AO. Is that ours?
Negative. One of those wasn't stolen from the logistical convoy.
Feel free to hit that. As long as there's nothing around it that we could possibly...
I have to
need.
quickly make it move now. Of course, Air's probably
So
thinking
it's
now
up
it's
on the
magically
tank,
moving,
it's
so...
Yup.
Maybe doing
Alpha to ground, did you
a
want us to
little
include these
bit
2
of
armed
unacceptable
gases out,
metagaming,
not
but...
the 4 unarmed.
That is right. Correct, sorry.
Copy that.
Here, I think you're gonna want to step inside, because there's gunfire and shit. You're gonna cuddle your buddy here. Hey, Barbarian, what's up? And they just hit my tank. And the tank didn't give a shit. Yes! Go, Mr. Tank!
High command, do you read?
Be glorious. This is High Command, send traffic.
Would you like us to demo anything that is not from our logistical supply?
That actually sounds like a good idea, Ground Command. Feel free to demo anything that isn't one of ours.
Alpha Bravo, you copy?
So Frontline's gonna advance to here, Bravo's gonna clear that section out. I just heard another strike.
Alpha Bravo, do you read?
Go,
Alpha
Mr.
read.
Tank!
Wait,
That
what?
anything that isn't on our supplies, so those 4 unarmed gases.
Bomb the shit out of him.
Say again, last.
Cheeky breaky. We have
Anything
goats in
that
the
is
AO,
not
don't
ours,
worry.
you
There's
are feel
still
free to
plenty of
destroy.
goats moving
Over.
around.
Copy that. Is that mandatory or optional?
Optional, but preferable.
Can you clarify what do you mean by not ours?
Not on our list of shit we need to recover and take to the retrieval point.
Alright, we can delete that sieve.
God damn it. Well,
Ground
then
team,
what
this
do
is
we
Apache. Do you copy?
Ground reads.
Tank just ran over a
Roger,
goat.
you've got a tank coming in from your northwest. Take cover, I guess.
Feel free to engage that if you can.
Aether, we're already trying to deal with it. Speaking of which, kaboom.
Ground force, do you read?
It's like, shit your pants, there's a tank coming. Wait, never mind, I killed it.
Alpha, do you read?
Alpha reads getting surrounded by infantry.
If you need to, we can have air support assist you to destroy stuff or help you take out too many enemies.
So I'm gonna start sending some shit these guys'
Copy
way.
that. Wait, one.
You just have to call it out to me because I won't know otherwise.
Yeah, I shouldn't be using Shannara's ground forces. That would be stupid. No. Let me get the... There we go. Put him in a diamond, have him sprint. So have him go up to that position. Are you dead? You're dead. Some guys pushing up. I think the medics are healing each other. They're going up. But Bravo up here is going to get the BTR-80A. And I think these guys are getting in the gases and they're going to start planning to deliver them. But alright, otherwise I'd say about a third of the AO has been done so far. Or up to a third. This isn't Redux, it's Bornholm. To be continued. Yeah, I know, right? That would actually make a good TBC meme.
Alpha still working.
Wouldn't
on your
APC IFE be more
for-
reasonable if available than an MBT?
Copy that,
Well, I only
ground.
had one
Marker
MBT in
burn
the AO to
is
send at them
4 times
anyway. I wasn't going to
US,
send any more.
Wait for Alpha to move away, though.
So here comes that AGS. Hippity hoppity.
Ground scene, this is helicopter, you copy?
Ground reads.
Roger, you got 3 minutes until we're gonna bug out for rearm and refuel. How copy?
Good copy.
Suppress. My god, their accuracy at point blank sucks. I don't know why they didn't just use the, AGS. Which now they're deciding to use, but it's now too short of a range. Okay. We're getting some frequent flyer miles with that one. Good fucking god. So these guys have cleared out this convoy. They've taken the BTR-80A. I'm waiting for them to radio to me that...
Alpha to ground, you are clear to engage that burn marker.
How these guys go and check that place out. They're talking about hitting that position. I think I'm not going to use reinforcement markers. Air's doing too good of a job, so they would just get instantly schwacked.
Can you hit marker burn on map in gold?
Oh wait, no, hold on, I'm doing that. So Air's going to hit that position.
Marker burn, roger that.
Two gases are being pulled back to the drop-off point. They're taking a wide berth. Okay. Sniper Wolf's chilling in the back here, watching the map. Basically coordinating with somebody else. They're having a good chat. They're basically coordinating all of Cass's stuff.
Any target we're looking for on marker burn?
You are looking for unarmed gases that we should be destroying. Probably in a warehouse at the time.
This is Alpha. Those USs will be next to a Ural in a warehouse.
Yeah, so this one.
Roger, you want us to destroy the warehouses?
Sorry, yeah, UAC.
Round you, Bravo. We have acquired 1 times BTR 88.
So this is the next part of the front line.
High command, you read?
Oh, god damn it. We'll get him in a second. 3, 2, 1. This is High Command, send traffic ground.
Do we have 1 BTR 80A? Missing from our logistics. Over.
Solid, yes. Please recover that ASAP.
Bravo, recover it and take it to the drop point as soon as possible. Over.
Ground, this is MI-28. Confirm, please. You want us to destroy the warehouses next to the Ural.
Alpha.
Alpha's here, copy.
Can you confirm that we want to destroy the warehouses around Markenburg?
Yes, we've already removed the 2 times armed gases. You're free to engage that burn marker.
Good man.
Go, go, go.
Now, like a dumbass thinking I have the upper hand, I'm going to charge out the front door. Well, I just saw Debrief fly. Ah, shit. They killed a goat. That's not good. Whoo, mama! I did hear gunshots close to me as well. I think the BTR just also team killed Mirowell. Nice.
Alpha, can you confirm if they have been destroyed? Over.
Nice.
Negative. MI-28 was not able to effectively engage. Excel's coming around for a bomb.
So Excel's gonna drop a bomb on that. I just heard the bomb hit. We'll give it to him.
MI-28 is off station for rearm refuel.
Roger that.
Let's give a proper cook-off. Oh, come on. Blow up the building. There we
Alpha,
go.
if possible, could you continue to push north?
Good enough for me.
Copy that.
Now I'm going to delete some of the smoke billows so it's not as cancerous for frames. But now I have large amounts of infantry pushing in to try to help assist pushing the front line back. And they're also using this BTR to their advantage. Also popping smoke where they can to give that BTR some cover in case there's any missile attacks. Let's see. I'm going to also give the Checkady. Have some MRAPs come in. Let's do a little MRAP convoy. Try to do a counter rush on the player base. Let's reset our global scale. Let's start taking care of some of the bodies back here.
Buffalo suffer heavy casualties. We'll try to recover.
Alpha to Bravo, do you need our assistance?
Negative, we got it.
I don't think they got it. Ah, they just lost a BTR-80A. Guys, you're supposed to pull back with that. Cells coming in for
Alpha,
gun runs.
Alpha Reed, go ahead.
Can you disregard my last and head west to Bravo? They're currently taking heavy casualties.
Yeah, that's the smart thing to do.
Copy that.
So they lost the 80. They were using it for fire support, which is risky because it could be taken out, but that's part of the main objectives to do. But Mirwell's gonna be fucked up. The teacher's doing his best to try to save him.
Got a radio tower here. Do you want us to destroy
Got 2 guys coming in as well.
High Command, do you read?
This is High Command, send traffic.
I'm assuming that any radio towers would be civilian in the town and we want to leave them alone, right?
Solid, that sounds like a good idea.
Alpha, leave that tower alone.
Yeah, just part of the map. There's a lot of radio towers on Bornholm, to be perfectly honest. Put in some infantry. We got that reinforcement BMD convoy coming in. Or BRDM, excuse me. They're still taking heavy fire. Sniper Wolf's moving the front line up with his little support Vic to coordinate with JTAC. We're not gonna nuke him. I haven't seen your idea.
Bravo, do you read?
Send traffic.
Your friendlies to your northeast, over.
I can see on the GPS.
I don't really, like, cops and robbers ops, I'd have to ask my player base if that's what they want to do. You know what I mean? Whoo! Sweet mom out flank. It's reloading. It just got hit by something. They're dismounting. I wouldn't be firing GMGs because you got a friendly right there. And he took out Nicholas. This is money bags, by the way. Ouch. So, you know, it's always bad when our sponsor gets killed like that. I love how this guy is literally just sideways in the gun without even touching it and just firing at Ethan. No, money bags! Jesus Christ, careful with the GMG!
To the west there, be careful.
I think KTD just fell off the roof. Okay. One drunk Liru versus a player base. Who would win? I don't ever want to play that game. We have a few times. It's been brutal. Moneybags had work, unfortunately. That's why I wasn't able to make it.
Alpha to Bravo, how's it coming?
Some of these guys are crawling back to get themselves medicked back up. Otherwise, I've got a lull for reinforcing. I'm gonna give it another 5 minutes before I send in a few more things. M1 and Larry are also coming back up.
Then get someone else to pick the radio up and tell me what the situation is.
Let's give him a warm welcome shot.
Don't just go radio silent, so I don't know that.
I mean, Alpha, I just got told by my squad that he was down.
Yeah, I hear you, Nicholas. The frames are gonna go up and down like crazy because of it's an urban environment. There was a lot of smoke going up at the time you were running back and forth like that. I'm doing my best to keep things minimized, but
Alpha, what direction are we currently being engaged from?
a lot of insanity. 1,000 people used to live here, now it's a ghost town.
From the west and northeast.
Ace heal for the sponsor. But he's dead. Yeah, the frames on Friday were, well, they were interesting. Let's go with that. So I'm going to have this guy pull back and grab somebody. We still have this BRDM. Air should be given some assistance here. Stuff to be called in. Give it a few more minutes. I'm going to send in a few more infantry squads.
Alpha, Bravo, do you read?
More laughing at the chat.
Alpha, Bravo, be advised, we are having a rocket run to your west, over.
Copy, repeat that.
So they're going to have a rocket run come over here.
Rocket run, over.
Copy that.
So with these guys, I'm going to send them down here. Coordinate them around. See if I can get that guy in the gunner's seat. few stragglers coming in to check things out. That's actually the Igla gunner. Coming in a bit close. You think it was your connection? Yeah, that's fine. Moneybags, I did notice you were desyncing a little bit. So the BRDM's pushing up. Trying to coordinate these damn infantry to get in the frickin' Vic so we can have a gunner. But since the AI are retarded, we're gonna do this instead. Whoop! And that's the rocket run. So it made them bail out. Alright, let's have them come back up and assist. Now, I'm thinking let's send another BMD at him. Let's do BMD2 this time, you know, have a bit of an elevated threat. Or no, that'll be a BMP2. Whoops, well, that's fine.
Alpha Bravo, do you read?
Alpha reads, Bravo leads, getting revived right now.
Start marking stuff so we can have the air hit it. You're currently stalling, so I'm going to try and kickstart you.
Those two were civilians. Ouch. But these guys aren't blatantly killing civilians like last week, so... not that mad about it. Other BRDMs coming in. Just firing up to suppress these guys a little through the tree line, but they've gotten down, so they shouldn't get injured. Yeah, my word for them is they're special. Not retarded, not idiots. They're just special. Chopper's actually landing.
Also bringing you a couple of reinserts.
Ah, they're bringing in reinserts. That's why snipers at Lcpl went back.
I don't have time to mark shit for you. You have to mark it by yourself.
I'm sorry, I can't mark shit when you're being shot at. Tell me where it fucking is so I can hit it.
Oh, there's salt between KTD and Mr. J. And of course... Alright, we're seeing a very elite vehicle formation here. It's basically, this is how you protect the gunner, so he can fire shots at the rooftop and minimalize him getting shot. I mean, this is definitely elite AI tactics right here. Once again, we see the AI at their best fucking moments. So he is firing machine gun shots off, but there is no way in hell he's going to be able to get killed. What a play done by the AI.
We have a...
It's amazing.
Kind of a section with burn yellow marker that has a green line. That's the area of engaging infantry.
Gonna delete that.
Roger that.
So the Vic will actually go up. You fucked up now, Ivan. Otherwise, again, we're giving it a bit of a lull. This BMP is being retarded. Can you at least move up there? Can your Whittle AI brain do that? Nope. Alright, he's just gonna need some waypoints. There he goes again. So air hitting that last position from the looks of it. RPG goes in, takes out that Vic anyway. And the Mi-28 puts a few rounds down range and manages to kill the dismounts. Oh, that's cute. They took a hostage.
Alpha, does that lack of gunfire here mean that you're free to do stuff, or...?
No.
Isn't that cute?
We just got engaged by an armed Vic. We took it out, so do you want us to move north, or...?
Leave your
So they've
medic
set up a
bar
bit of a
as they
field
don't take
hospital here. They're taking care of each other.
Head north.
Copy that.
They're gonna cut
Move to
direct
cover
north.
circle.
Oh my god, you're retarded. Can you just please go over there? There you go. It's because I don't know why when vehicles are next to terrain that looks a little jagged like this to form this nice little lake, they like to glitch out. So it's a bit annoying, but we work with it. These guys, I'm gonna send directly that way. MI-28 is engaging those guys. Also for all of our new units, let's set up our global AI skill. Those two I'm going to delete since they're glitched out. Straggler, I'm going to have pull back if he can. Otherwise, unfortunate what happened to the ADA. Let's hope they don't lose any additional assets. Is there a tier 3 op after this?
We
Yes.
have 1 times enemy hostage.
Put him in the Vec.
Though it depends if the tier 3s want to do it, as well as if I have the time. It's almost 2 o'clock. I do have to be out of here by about 5. Because of the Super Bowl plans.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Logical Line, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. I always appreciate subs. Thank you guys so much. And I hope you, Logical, keep enjoying the operations. And I hope you're enjoying this one in particular. Seriously, it always puts a smile on my face when I see people actually willing to, you know, put money down because they enjoy seeing, you know, this. Something I'd never honestly think about. But hey, it's, you know, the modern day of age. Damn, I got schwacked instantly. Nice. So he was down unconscious, so he's dead.
Alpha copies, what's up?
He's taking the red route and the blue route.
Neither. Blue is just a purple circle.
Copy.
Whew! Ouch.
Alpha and Bravo, feel free to take whichever route you want. I just mark them so that you split up and actually clear a larger area.
Have these guys come over and check out what the hell's going on. You fucking retard. I swear to God. Let's just drive this guy manually into the AO since he's having a retarded day. The hostage is crying. Yeah, he did. He honestly looked really disappointed and really sad that he got captured.
Alpha to ground, we've got 4 times
So,
UAZ.
the Arma 3 D&D thing, we were supposed to do it Friday at 11. Unfortunately, the guy making it fucked up the mission file. Oh, god damn it. Hold on. This is High Command, send traffic. So I don't know. We're gonna shoot for next Friday.
4 times UAZs and a Tempest device. Over.
Roger. Any unarmed UAZs are not needed. But what was the second thing you said?
Tempest device.
Oh wow, they schwacked it. Roger, that's not on the manifest, but I'd like you to bring it back to logistics anyway. That should definitely be analyzed.
Roger that.
Now they're gonna have to move stuff out of the way because this caused a little thing. So we're gonna see a little bit of
Alpha copies.
a type of ingenuity that you don't normally see using vehicles, and this is where physics is gonna get pretty funny. But they're gonna move them out of the way and probably they're gonna have to push that. Or tow it. Or they'll just get in it and drive it slowly. Who knows? Otherwise, trying to trickle in reinforcements, I'm going to send in a large amount of infantry.
Alpha's working on getting the Tempest device out of town.
Roger that.
Because that's their device. They don't want other people touching it. Now let me select all 4 of these. Double click, sprint, full, diamond formation. Yep, so they're just inching stuff out where they can. That's a texture, sir. You're not going to be able to move that one out. But Raccoon's trying. Oh, he's trying to tow it. Alright. This should be good. How was the birthday yesterday? It was good. I got put in drag. I'm never doing that again. So they might switch it to tow that. But Raccoon's still going for it. There we go. Now it's free to be moved out. So a little bit of, again, ingenuity I rarely do. But I finally found a situation to put it in, so.
After that, send it to the drop-off point.
Got a large amount of infantry reinforcements coming in. Anyone coming for me? You all ran past me. Well, you died, so. Sucks to suck. Just means they forgot about you. Get good. Just deleting all the destroyed assets here. Alright, and then the bodies, again, keeping the server as organized as possible and clean. And air just killed a majority of my infantry reinforcements. Lovely. Here, let's try this. Let me,
Bravo, did you leave an armed gas behind? Also,
oh, they left one of their assets behind. Lovely. You guys have helicopters, right? Awesome. We'll get a chopper to come in and bring some reinforcements. Looks like they're ignoring this, but luckily for them, that doesn't have anything decent in there. Otherwise, it's a slow push. We got some infantry trickling around. These guys are getting mainly schwacked by air. Manpad on a truck. I'm always scared to do custom comps now because there's a high chance that the Vic won't work because of how they changed the TAC Ops DLC vehicle physics.
well, Alpha, you just lost a man.
But, even then, the manpads aren't doing anything. I haven't heard a single one of these fire, and it's just because air's actually been doing a good job keeping out of range. They've inched up a bit closer now, but that's still beyond 2 clicks of the AO itself, which is why my air isn't aggroing on them. Compared to the practice op we had, where air was literally getting up, like, within 1.5 to 2 clicks on them. Hey, righto, Logical. I hope you keep enjoying the ops, and yeah, by all means. Our community is open. We don't have any stupid rules like no dual clanning and shit. You just come on, play what you want to play.
Bravo, you okay?
Stuff like this, you need to attend a few trainings just so we make sure people, you know what they're doing with the mods. But other than that, it's pretty straightforward. And we're hearing KTD saying he wants to die. Aw, that's cute. I will do my best to grant his request, but no guarantees.
You did not clear that.
So this guy was just firing at Sniper Wolf's unarmed Vic. Gonna follow the gunfire. Here's a dead friend. The store's open, which leads me to suspect there might be Russians. Hello, Moshi Moshi?
Alpha to Bravo, do you need our assistance?
Negative.
Ouch. Well, there's 3 of them. The best I can do is just spray like crazy. Oh, one was KTD, and I actually hit him a few times. Alright, cool. But he's not dead, so unfortunately I wasn't able to honor his request. Which, as a Zeus, when I'm not able to, you know, do what my player base asks of me, I feel disappointed, because, you know, he wanted to die. Nah, I'm JK. I'm just a fucking troll. And let's be honest, if your Zeus isn't a troll, then you don't have a fun, good Zeus. So otherwise, you know, there's no boundaries for them to push, and everything's gonna go willy-nilly fine all the time. Please shoot KTD more. I will try my best, Moneybags. You're the sponsor of this channel, so whatever you say, I have to do anyway.
Copy that.
They are getting close enough for mortars. But I'm waiting to use the mortars so they get closer up here because I don't want to hit the town. But now we're starting to go on the final legs here. How much for a controlled sniper? I don't know. You do you.
Bravo, just reminding you, you do have air support.
Copy that, ground.
Alright, I'm gonna do a look around. Let's give them a warm welcome, shall we? Because by now we should probably suspect they have some sort of air support. But I can't see shit. They're probably behind the trees. But they just airstruck this area, so... It's because they're out, like, they're beyond 3 clicks, so I won't be able to see them. But they're like, yeah, way up there.
Alpha to ground, we're pushing into these 2 warehouses.
I saw them, and I literally, they're there. Literally just a speck. Like, I could mistake that for part of the fucking cloud. Okay, let's grab one of these guys. Trying to bunny hop out of there. Gave Gib a little run for his money. Otherwise, they've come up here. I'm hearing a Val. And that was air with the Mi-28 schwack in that position. Yeah, I'm starting to run out of shit because there isn't much I can really do. Whatever happened to my chopper as well?
Bravo, you okay?
Oh, my chopper never got sent because they spawned in trees.
You're not asking for us to talk to you.
Roasted.
And you're like a click behind us.
Alright, there we go. Now the chopper can come in.
I'm checking that you're not completely dead right now because I heard explosions over near you.
Alpha to ground, we've got 2 times BMD in the second warehouse.
So they stole the BMP too that was airstruck and now they're using it to kill everything. Wait for them to radio about the BMDs. So many acronyms.
Alpha to ground, did you copy last?
No, I didn't, sorry.
We've got 2 times BMD and 2 times UAZ.
Unarmed UAZ?
Wait, 1.
Yes, unarmed.
2 times armed UAZ.
High command, we have located two times.
Where'd my chopper go?
And 2 times BMDs.
For realsies, where? Where does my air assets keep going? Roger ground. Wait one. See, there we go. Now the Eagle is pissed and trying to track.
Also, Alpha and Bravo, you still have enemies in the town behind you.
Ground, this is high. The BMDs are to be recovered. The other assets, feel free to demo or leave them.
Alpha, bring the two BMDs out to the town.
This wasn't radioed up, that's why it got airstruck.
The drop-off point. Okay.
They think that's me remote controlling it. I knew we'd have a vehicle PID incident. They didn't radio in saying they were commandeering a BMP-2, so Makarov's trying to get out and do the friendly wiggle. But his buddy Granite's gonna be down. This is why you have to radio in when you're commandeering enemy Vics, because otherwise your air, who's probably been given free reign to take out whatever he sees, is just gonna, you know, do that. So they are striking the hell out. They hit my mortars. Thank God it wasn't nuclear this time.
Alpha to ground, we're gonna mark the first warehouse with the armed USs for burn. Once we're clear, I'll call it.
Roger that. Could you mark it burn and in gold, over?
Copy, marker will be burn and
cluster shells are a bitch.
High Command, this is here.
This is High Command, send traffic.
It appears that the scat launcher has been blown up by a bomb strike on enemy mortar and anti-air position. I hope the thing wasn't too expensive, because apparently 2 layers of HESCO barrier do not protect it from a 250-pound bomb.
Well, that's because you dropped the bomb in front of the open area of the HESCO, you know, the direction where it could get out.
No, it was further south than that.
Well, you're dropping bombs on... Whatever. It's 50-50 at this point. They got one of the 2 special Vics,
BMDs moving past.
and they're getting the BMDs brought back. They didn't clear out that one warehouse, but that's fine. Like, overall, this is like...
Alpha to Bravo,
I'd say a C in a letter grade for passing. Do we have cash training?
Yes, I copy.
We do, but it's like invite only. Any air training, we have people like Ambiguous that know how to fly really well. Slack Wolf just runs them over. I guess they don't have to go up and clear that since they decided to blow it up. Yeah, yes, argue with me, you know. The guy that can literally see everything in real time from a bird's eye view. And I know exactly how you dropped a bomb. Landed here. Of course it's gonna blow it up. Otherwise, they're bringing them back. Well, these guys are done, so they're not gonna... I guess this is the last wave, and I think we're gonna call it after this. I'll ask the tier 3s if they want to opt, but I'm gonna have to template them something on the fly, so I'll probably go dark for 30 minutes and then start streaming again. Send in a jet to take out air? That wouldn't really fit the fact that these are rebels. Jets are more of a modern military staple. Quick PvP, nah. There is cash training, but it's invite only. Like, there's a lot of people here in this community that'll train you on anything. It's just, A, you have to show that you want to get the training. Oh, it looks like they cleared that out, too. Did they just shoot out his back right? His back left wheel. And... okay. Oh!
The truck taking over for Bravo, KTD shot friendly, so I took him down.
Okay. Okay, that's how Russians
Truck
do it.
taking over Bravo, KTD intentionally engaged friendlies. So I was taking them down.
Ooh, okay, yeah, there's your PvP element. I think we're gonna have to talk about that in debrief.
Be aware you have friendlies to your northwest.
Copy.
Yeah, they just executed KTD. That was a very quick coup. I think it's because KTD shot out the
Alpha
tire.
Ground, you are clear
They just
to
quickly
engage
replaced
that
it.
burn marker.
So they're gonna blow those up, and then that'll be the mission. So yeah, we'll do debrief. I'll take about 20 to 30 minutes.
Bravo, this is Alpha, do you copy?
This is Bravo, send traffic.
Do you need our medics?
Are these rebels NATO-backed? Well, so the whole point of the Op 4 rotation for Tier 2 is the actual scenario makeup that I made is this is
Alpha
all
to
in a
Bravo,
simulation.
do you need our medics?
There's no, like, real-world application. We're just, you know, we're just doing a bunch of random ops kind of to train on some specific skills.
Okay, finish.
Because the previous Tier 2 stuff, we had a campaign. So we're kind of in a chill scenario here. And to quote everyone in the guys, we will call it in as enemy fire and shoot KTD. Ah, my. Yep, people are just loading up at this point. We have a few stragglers still coming into the town. This is my last groups of guys. I'm just kind of trickling in. Well, he shouldn't have been in that bush. Sniper was gonna get out, probably load Nemesis in, but yeah, they should probably consider starting to go.
Alpha to ground, do you want all forces to...
Yeah, Rebels, they do have RPGs, and we have been seeing them used a few times, but...
like garages or warehouses in the red
trying to
sector,
see if any of them have any, because I sent some 18... There's one. Now, for a large creep and artillery barrage, again, my rules of engagement, I don't mortar towns. Unless they have churches. No, I'm just kidding. This is High Command, send traffic.
Did you lose a goat cart?
Negative. I'm doing my checklist right now. Just gonna... Can I run a few things by you, ground?
Go for it.
Alright, what's the status of the armed gazes? So, let's give them a warm welcome, shall we?
They are back at the ones we took out with us.
Yeah, the ones that you got from the warehouse.
I believe they were returned to the drop-off point.
Solid. The BTR ADA?
Yep, same.
Okay. The two BMD2s?
Everything that I've called out to you so far has been returned to the drop-off point.
Roger. Alright, pull back at this time, RTB.
Roger that. All forces pull back. Head back to LZ Trog.
Alpha copies.
Unless they have churches
Bravo
safe.
copies.
It's
Also,
a
tell whoever's in that
joke.
go-kart to get the fuck out.
It's from an old meme from the channel. Well, it was a mosque. It wasn't, well, church is a mosque, just different religions, but... I just thought it was funny because they were trying to capture an HVT. He was in a mosque and they just decided to mortar the damn mosque. I was just like, You're trying to capture him in a fashion where he lives, guys,
Fine,
not
whoever's
dies.
in the go-kart, can you take it back to base? Or take it to the fucking dismount point? In fact, no, scrap that. Just head directly west and don't stop moving.
What is up with you idiots not looking both ways before you cross the street? Fucking hell. Just get in the car and go at this point. I only got a few stragglers. When Liru said they could use anything.
For the ground, looks like all forces are RTB.
Roger that.
Alright, let's get into debrief. I have a few questions. Oh, one last thing I'm going to ask. Ground command says, hi command, you copy?
Ground command copies.
Roger, logistical teams, they don't have the BTR 80A at the drop point.
Alpha, do you read? Sorry, scrap that. Bravo, do you read?
Bravo copies, go ahead.
Did you send someone with the BTR 80A back with it to the drop-off point?
Oh.
BTR 88 is destroyed, as far as we know.
Okay, then. That would have been nice to know that. I'd assumed you'd already taken it back, but I guess not. High command, do you
Squad
read?
leader didn't communicate it.
High command, do you read?
Fuck! Gonna try to hit him. It's high command. I relayed that to logistical teams. Also, the Scud was destroyed, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Technically a C. 60% of the Vic's salvaged. Well, in terms of how they all add up, but otherwise, give a nice stretch and let it play. I know they took a prisoner, though. Higher command needs the go-kart.
GG.
Damn.
Alright. First things first, tier 3, do you want an op so I know to prep it?
Not really.
I can't make it.
Let's say no this day.
Alright. Tier 2, do you want an additional op to do on XCAM Taunus?
Sure.
Hell yeah.
Sure.
Why not? Yeah.
Alright, start with download XCAM Taunus. I'll make something moderate scale. And I'll start prepping the server for it. But, where to begin? Alright, I'm just gonna give the overall things there. Excel, the bomb dropped, from what I saw, it was in like the open area, and I guess it just had the range. Arma's Arma, so, you know, shit happens, but again, like if you have something that can cook off easy that close to where you're dropping bombs, maybe just only use guns, or just have the MI-28 getting at an angle, and they can,
we
spray
tried
everything.
guns. The problem is just if infantry is manning statics, they become nearly invulnerable to explosives and fragmentation.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
it's we tried everything. Fucking Ruling even dropped a toe into that guy's face, and he was just like shrugging it off.
Yeah, I shot him with a thermobaric.
I mean, the thing is, yeah, for the AA pieces, but overall you still got, like, both of the mortars, you got one of the two. I mean, at that point you just send the infantry up, because, like, there was only 3 guys left up there in the, like, one of the 2 AA pieces. Furthermore, you guys know how to fly, unlike the people that fly in the practice ops, so you stayed, like, well beyond 2 clicks away, so that AA wasn't even really much of a threat. The only AA that ever fired at you guys was the static ZSU at the office complex.
EAA, but because of those 2 mortars next to it. Like in every well, you know it, but in every of those little sandbag camps, whatever they were, just a mortar on every southeast end of it. So yeah, I thought if they move in to secure the shit, mortars will fire because they have done it in the past. That mortars just open up even on closest ranges, and I deemed it not really worth it to try.
I got you.
Like,
I got you.
and also the fucking runway is bullshit. Like I touched the fucking ground, rolled a little bit, and then my plane blew up as soon as it hit the grayish grass texture. I guess there's concrete beneath it or something, and my plane just went boop, and it was a giant
You're
fireball.
land on the runway, not on the fake
No, no.
taxiway.
Yeah, the thing is you can't really see it because the limit between, or the border between taxi and runway is also grass. It's just
saying
not
Smut landed
plain
just
grass.
fine.
Everybody who flew before you Excel landed with no issues.
It landed just fine, yeah.
I had even issues distinguishing that shit from the fucking fields around it, so...
Alright, otherwise, things I want to mention. The first assault with the checkpoint was well done. I will say, though, there were some assets that pushed a bit ahead of others, and that's why a few things got stagnated. There were a few more casualties, as well as a lost armed gas.
We were told to push up that way.
Yeah, fair. I figured something like that would happen, but just that formation got you a bit screwed over. But other things to mention... Just trying to think for a second.